1987 Mini. Originally was a 1000cc or 998cc City E. This one now has a 1275 in it. So it'll get down the road a little bit quicker. We'll start by having a good look at the bodywork, then we'll move on to the interior, and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. You will notice in the paint, it's been sort of painted in this sort of crackle effect finish. All the panels are nice and smooth. They're straight. They're not sort of corroded through or anything like that, but they do have this sort of crackly finish on them. Inside the arch, if you get your finger in behind the arch trim, is nice and solid all the way around. Plastics are all good. If we go along the seam, it has been de-seamed on the front here, so there's no seam there to check. And it has been de-seamed across the top, although it has got a light crack in it just there. On the bottom of the windscreen is nice and neat all the way along. There's no bubbles coming up through there, anywhere around there. Up onto the roof, it's been polished through in the corner there, but I'll show you that when we get further on there. And there is sort of what looks to be like the print of a cover on there that wants sort of cut and polish to get rid of that, but the roof itself is nice and straight. Glass down this side is all clean and clear. If we go along the door, again, it's got that same finish on it. A couple of little stone chips here and there, but nothing really major. If we go down across the sill, you see it's the correct sills all the way along. Nice and neat under there. See exactly what's going on. Open the door and have a look at this seam here. Again, there's no corrosion coming through there. A couple more chips out of the paint as we go down. Again, if we get a hand in here, you can feel it is nice and solid all the way around. You can see that subframe mount's pretty clean as well. Back down this side is nice and straight. Round on the back, tail lamps on both sides are clear. There's a little bit of pitting on the side piece of the chrome there. The top's all good. Bumper is nice and tidy all the way along. Tailgate again, that crackly finish is straight all the way along. Around the hinges are good. On that rear screen, there's no corrosion coming through here. The seal is nice and soft. It's not perished or anything like that. And the glass on the back is lovely as well. Around the filler cap's good. If we're being really picky, that seal is a little bit dry. And there's a little bit of a mark in the paint just there. Round on the passenger side, same finish all the way around. A couple of stone chips here and there, nothing major. And again, another solid arch. You can see that subframe mount from that side. Put the camera underneath from here. So sort of standard spec mini light style wheels, nice condition. 4 good tyres all the way around as well. There's a few little marks under the handle there. Glass on this side's all good. You can have another look at the roof from up here. Same story as the other side. It's been de-seamed, but it's sort of cracked ever so slightly on this side. Rest of the front wing is good. There's one little, let's ignore that. And inside this arch, again, it is nice and solid all the way around. And it's been de-seamed down the bottom here as well. Lamps on both sides are nice and neat. Grill's pretty good. There's a couple of little marks here and there, but it's pretty good. Chrome work on the bumper is all right as well. And then up onto the bonnet, we've got one little chip there with a tiny, tiny dent just next to it. It's almost like something's been shot on it. Moving on to the interior. All good on the door card there. A little bit of ingrained dirt across the top, but generally pretty good. Back of the driver's seat's all nice and neat. This material is good. The beading's good. It has split at the bottom there. It's split down the middle. So a good upholsterer could repair that for you, or to be fair, you can just buy the covers. Wood rim steering wheel, a couple of little flakes in the lacquer on the edge. It's a mounty wheel as well. 79,055 miles on this one. Lacquer's sort of faded a little bit on the wood on the center console. Got a JVC head unit in there. Automatic box, but it's the later one, so they're pretty good generally. Nice and neat on the back of the seat, and that rear bench is in nice condition as well. There's no rips or tears. Headlining's generally pretty good. There's no funny smells in there. No sign of any damp or anything like that. Into the boot, and again down the bottom there, there's no corrosion coming through. We still have the battery cover in the usual spots in the corners. Apart from needing a really good clean, it's nice and solid. There doesn't seem to be any corrosion coming through there. And then front left, nice and neat on the door card. We're missing that little trim finisher that goes round the lock. It should look like that. This seat, in nice condition. It is a nice print, that. Black carpet set's all good. And like I said, it's got a 1275 in it. It was driven to us as well. You have to excuse the dodgy camera work. We'll get this propped up. I haven't just pulled the bonnet release off. We'll fix that back on. That is me being too heavy-handed. And again, if we check the engine number, reads back as a 1275. Drives like a 1275 as well. Nice and neat in the engine bay. We'll get it fired up. Little bit of choke, stone cold. Drop the phone. So you can have a little trip down to the floor. There you go, sorry about that. No warning lights. Starts on the button. Ticks over nice and happy. If we go around the back, nothing nasty spewing out of there. So there you have it. 1275 was a 1000cc Mini City E. Any questions at all, please get in touch. Thank you.